unfortunate thing for our forest, though, is the sand continues to shift and move. It's going in the northern direction, and eventually this sand will cover up the roots of those trees and they'll suffocate down. So we're going to try to enjoy all of that. There is a tree, though, that does survive out here in this type of climate. It's going immediately to your left and over to your right. Those are called cottonwood poplar trees, and they have a systemic root system, which basically means when their branches get covered up with sand, their branches become roots, so they can still absorb water and continue to grow. So we call this area tree tops because you're looking at the top of about a 40 to 45 foot tall tree. Yeah, a lot of people don't believe me on that. You guys are welcome to get out and dig. You just gotta keep in mind I'm leaving. What are you guys seeing? What do you see? Was it a bird? An eagle? You guys take a look over there in the north. You might see some cars zipping around up there. That's that ORV section I talked about earlier. Some call that the real wildlife area, if you know what I mean. You guys ever been up there? Kind of drive whichever direction you want up there. Yeah. Once you get to a certain point, you can just drive anywhere around. It does get a little bit dangerous.
Oh.
This is as dangerous.
Yeah, we went there in high school.
Yep. See all those motorcycles and stuff?
25 years ago.
And that hill actually has a bunch of cars sitting on top of it. It just looks like the top of trees.
Was that Test Hill?
I don't know if that one's Test Hill.
Yeah.
I still can't figure out.
I think that's usually where they sit on top like they conquered it.
Yeah, it's that direction, and usually there's lines of cars just sitting on top.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we're going to be heading over to the Silver Lake area.
Where is the homes that are starting to get covered up with the shifting sand?
That's a good question. We're heading over to it right now. I'll point that hill out to you, okay?
Thanks.
Good question, Wes.
Question, Lamar.
Always had questions because I was too dumb to know anything.
At least he can answer. As long as he's got answers. Beach. Oh, that kid had a sandboard he was going down on.
Here we are at Silver Lake, Everton Lake, Michigan. It's only about 15 to 25 feet deep at its deepest, so it does stay warm about 70 degrees all summer long, which is really nice to swim in. You do have to be careful if you guys swim in Silver Lake, though. If you guys take a look by that beachfront, notice how the water changes color from like a light brown to a dark blue. There is about a 15-foot shelf there, so it drops off to just about the deepest part of the lake, really close to shore. So you do have to be careful. As we head over to Razorback Hill here in a second, you guys will see that shelf is much more closer to shore. Take a look all the way to the north, the furthest right hill that you can see. There's a lot of two-legged camels trying to get to the top right now. It's got a flag on top. That's called Sugarloaf. As you were talking about earlier, that hill has actually covered up 7 cottages over the years from the sand moving in that direction. Sand moves about 2 to 3 feet per year on average, so it took quite a while to cover those up, but there are 7 houses buried under there. If you guys wanted to visit that, there's a road that goes around the lake. Keep the lake on your left-hand side, and that ends right at the bottom of the hill. If you look to the left, you'll see that it's starting to cover up its 8th cottage now as well. The guy actually has like a front loader in his backyard.
They showed us the place that we're staying.
Okay.
The guy showed us like the overhead view. And there's nothing you can,
Nope.
There's no insurance that covers
There's no insurance. You gotta pay $10,000 a year just to remove the sand. If you remove the sand, you gotta put it back on the dune.
Right.
So that's